areas where they have expertise. Agriculture is a huge component of our economy, and the Netherlands, though geographically a small state, but have utilized it to a great extent by the technology that they've invested in, and it will be a win-win situation for both, and both countries understand that the potential for trade ties is huge. Not just in agriculture and horticulture, but say science and technology and sectors of say fisheries. So essentially, that's what we're looking at.
Right, we are getting live shots, Amritpal, from Hyderabad House, and we believe that a joint press conference will be addressed by both countries. When exactly is that expected?
Any time now. We are expecting the premiers to address the press very shortly.
Right, and as you can see on your screens there, live visuals from Hyderabad House in New Delhi, where delegation level talks between India and the Netherlands were just held. The talks have just concluded, and we are speaking to our correspondent Amritpal Singh on the various issues and the aspects that came up for discussion. In a short while from now, we will be presenting live visuals of the joint press conference to be addressed by India and the Netherlands. And Netherlands Prime Minister Mark Rutte, who is on a 2-day visit to India. There you can see the premiers of India and the Netherlands there to address the joint press conference.
We will hear statements from the Honourable Prime Minister of India and His Excellency the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. May I now invite the Honourable Prime Minister to deliver his statement.
His Excellency Prime Minister Mr. Mark Rutte and members of the media, I am delighted to welcome Prime Minister Rutte and his eminent delegation to India. I am particularly pleased that Prime Minister Rutte is leading a large trade delegation of over 100 Dutch companies. Prime Minister Rutte brings vast business experience to his successful career in public life. His decision to brave the Delhi heat to visit India speaks of this commitment to this relationship. Though a relatively small country, the Netherlands has a long history of remarkable achievements and global leadership in many areas. Our two countries are bound by history and shared values. We have similar concerns like terrorism and common aspirations for a secure and stable world. The Netherlands hosts the second largest Indian community in Europe. Several Dutch companies have a long presence in India. They are as likely to be seen as Indian as Dutch. Today, the Netherlands is the 5th largest source of investments in India. India is also the 5th largest source of investments in the Netherlands. It is a reflection of its competitive and open business environment. The Netherlands has emerged as an important platform for Indian companies in the European Union, which is one of our largest markets. So, I am pleased that Prime Minister Rutte is visiting us. We had a comprehensive and productive dialogue today. We discussed bilateral relations as well as global and regional issues of mutual interest. We were later joined by 35 business leaders from both sides for a working lunch. We agreed that we both stand to benefit from closer bilateral and multilateral cooperation, including in areas such as countering terrorism and extremism, defense, maritime security, and cyber security. We have agreed to set up a joint working group on counter-terrorism, which will hold its first meeting on 19th June. I thank Prime Minister Rutte for Dutch support for India's permanent membership of a reformed United Nations Security Council. I also thank him for his support for India's candidature for the Security Council in 2021-22. Our agreements today are closely aligned with India's economic priorities. Prime Minister Rutte expressed support for our Make in India mission, including in the defense sector. The agreement on manufacturing of dredgers in India at the Cochin shipyard is a welcome step in our efforts to develop Indian shipyards. Similarly, the agreement on manufacturing of measles and rubella vaccine in India with transfer of technology represents yet another step to develop India's manufacturing sector and improve healthcare. We have also agreed to leverage Dutch expertise in developing coastal roads and metro lines in India. We have agreed to set up a joint working group on skill development. In the renewable energy sector, I am happy that we are partnering in developing joint pilot projects for an electric vehicle ecosystem in India. We are setting up centers of excellence in areas like horticulture and animal husbandry. These are areas of strong Dutch competence. We will soon host a Dutch team to draw up a roadmap for collaboration in the National Clean Ganga Mission. More broadly, the joint statement outlines our roadmap for cooperation in priority sectors of mutual interest, including infrastructure development, shipping, ports and island waterways, renewable energy, science and technology, health sector and sports. Our discussion with business leaders was helpful in understanding their perspectives and future plans. I was greatly encouraged by the keen interest and enthusiasm on both sides to form deeper partnerships. I also conveyed our decision to include the Netherlands in India's electronic tourist visa scheme. This will boost Dutch tourism in India and enhance our people-to-people ties. Our productive interactions today reaffirm my view of the Netherlands as a key partner in India's economic development. Your visit has set the stage to take our ties to the next level and realize the full potential of our relationship. Thank you very much. Thank you.
May I now invite His Excellency Mr. Mark Rutte to make his statement.
Well, let me first of all thank Prime Minister Modi for this very warm welcome and the discussions we had. I'm really delighted to be in India. This is the first time that I had the possibility and the honor to visit this wonderful and vibrant country as Prime Minister. Foreign Trade and Development Minister Lilianne Ploemen and Agriculture Minister Sharon Dijksma are with me, along with senior officials and a large business delegation of more than 100 businesses, big and small. We indeed just had a hugely successful discussion on a wide range of issues of mutual interest. Our lunch indeed was an excellent opportunity to talk business with private sector leaders from both our countries. And can I say this visit comes at a perfect time, because Prime Minister Modi has ambitious plans for economic growth and has announced major initiatives like Make in India and Clean India. The Netherlands is a key partner in helping India achieve these goals and to learn from India so that we also can apply these lessons in the Netherlands. Indeed, our two nations have long-standing ties that rest on our strong seafaring tradition. We have been meeting each other on business for centuries in all corners of the globe. And the Netherlands highly values India's contribution to our economy, our culture and Dutch society. Our countries are close economic partners. The Netherlands, as Prime Minister Modi mentioned, is indeed India's 5th biggest trading partner in the EU and the 5th biggest foreign investor in India. And the trade between our two countries now stands at almost 6 billion euros and is growing every day. So these are impressive numbers, but indeed we would like to step up. We need to do more. And there are still many areas where we can work more closely, and we have just agreed to that, and on which areas we will be focusing the next couple of years. And the Prime Minister has explained some of these areas. Can I add to this the areas of water management, indeed infrastructure development. We discussed at length the issue of smart cities, and we discussed in detail the agricultural sector. The Netherlands and India have also shared interests and responsibilities in addressing a wide range of international issues, including peace and security, free and fair trade, and an open and just international order. We both recognize the increasingly globalized nature of the challenges we face and our common interest in ensuring each other's security. So therefore we have decided to step up cooperation between India and the Netherlands on counter-terrorism and meeting cyber threats. Again, I am pleased that we are deepening our already excellent ties, and I look forward to making them even stronger. And again, I'd like to thank Prime Minister Modi again for his warm hospitality.
I thank the two Prime Ministers for their statements. That concludes the press briefing. Thank you.